If I can take this opportunity to take a minute away from Brownie's thing and concentrate on some friends I have over here for a minute. Okay, Brownie? I have visiting today my cousin from Fryeburg, Maine, and my other cousin from Edmonton, Alberta, and my cousin's wife, Nora. And all these people lived back in my hometown back when I lived in southern Quebec, in eastern townships, in a town called Rock Island, which was about 3 towns there, Rock Island, Stansted, and Beebe, and then Derby Line in the United States. We were right on the border. We lived about 1,500 feet from the United States and Canada. I crossed the border routinely every day, maybe 15 or 20 times. They lived right around the corner. In this little town that they live in, that we lived in, here's the things about this town. You'll probably never hear this from anybody else again, so that's why I'm taking this chance to do this. In this town, in Stansted, Quebec, the first Canadian car was built by Seth Taylor. And this is a small place, maybe 4,500 people. Also there, what does that say? Yes. Sir Banting, who was a co-discoverer of insulin. His wife lived right there in that town, in a big farm. We have the Haskell Opera House, which is a very unique place. It sits right on the border. People enter it from the United States and Canada both. And when I set my computer down there, my computer was actually in the United States, and I was sitting in Canada. I don't need applause for that, but that's true. And as a young fella, when I learned to play this very steel guitar, I played on the stage in that opera house. And there I was on the stage in one country, and the audience, half of them were sitting in the other country. And the last time that Wendell heard me play the steel guitar was back in 1953 or 1954 in Island Pond, Vermont. And I was just a 17-year-old kid playing. The other thing that we have there at the border, and by the way, besides the opera house, there are homes. My sister and brother both lived in apartments that were half in Canada and half in the United States. They might be sleeping with their feet in one country and their head in the other country. And that actually happened. We used to I walked across the border routinely to buy cigarettes. Everybody know what those are? 17 cents for wings on the American side, and Canadian side cigarettes were 35 cents. Was I smoking at 16 and 17? I guess so. I really was. That also is the granite capital of Canada. There are many, many granite quarries there, and granite is delivered all over the world. I don't know if you ever heard of Terry Fox, who was a fellow that tried to walk across Canada with one leg, and he made it about halfway, I believe, and had to quit. Well, there's a monument there in Ontario, was it, Wendell? Yeah, and the granite base was delivered from this town. A good friend of mine delivered it personally. Also, there is a monument in that area to Robert Weir, and he's the fellow that wrote O Canada. So that's my little hometown of 4,500, and I have my cousins here visiting me today. I'm really glad to have you. So I'm going to... Hey, am I happy to be here doing this? It's 73 and still being able to move my fingers. I just learned to play this 2-3 years ago. So we're gonna do. Wendell, I learned to play this song the first time I ever heard this. Buddy Gilmartin drove me to Joe's barn, and they opened the door, and there they were playing. They were playing this tune called Rubber Dolly.